got an absolute banger for you. I have got winning on an unprecedented scale, winning so awesome. You're going to love it. So just like the stream now, chat in with where you're from, help get this stream rolling. But folks, if you remember, I had a gentleman on the show a couple weeks ago. His name was Rod Martin, and he does the Rod Martin Report. He was just featured on Fox Business, and he was talking about what's going on with Trump and the tariffs and China. And we are absolutely crushing China. So all of the people who are freaking out, no, China's going to win, all the mainstream media, all the liberal whiners, they were all freaking wrong. Okay. Anyways, I saw the comment, where is everyone? They're jumping on, folks. I went live right away. Okay. I'm so excited about this. And I've been on the road today because I went with my daughter. We went over to Walker, Minnesota, had to pick some stuff up over there. This is phenomenal. So it's Rod Martin. I'm going to read from a couple of pieces he did here, but he says, breaking news, Trump tariffs are crushing Chinese manufacturing. American companies, because why? It's America first, not China, folks. Okay, because what does MAGA stand for? Write that in the chat. What does MAGA stand for? MAGA. Because American companies are now flooded with orders. So he just spoke about this with Charles Payne on Fox Business. I don't have that. I can't play that clip right now, but U.S. manufacturers are overwhelmed with new business after Trump's 145% tariff on Chinese goods. American-made products are becoming competitive again. Okay, Juergens Incorporated, that's a Midwest toolmaker, is going like gangbusters, they say. Running 24/7 now to keep up with demand. And they're not alone, folks. Grand River Rubber and Plastics in Ohio reports former customers who left for China are now rushing back. Two major buyers have just returned within days of each other. So people that have offshored their business to China are now coming back to these American manufacturers saying, we need to do business with you. And why is it, folks? Thank you for those who type in Make America Great Again, because this is what it's all about. They are coming back to American manufacturers, and it's all because of the tariffs that the mainstream media has told you to fear. The numbers are big. Grand River's new business could hit $5 million annually. That's a 10% revenue boost, folks. The people who said China has the upper hand, folks, it's been 180 degrees from reality. So a 10% revenue boost just off the tariffs. Well, the mainstream media is telling you that the economy sucks, consumer confidence is down, and everybody in America is running for the hills. This is awesome, folks. If you can't get excited about this news, I don't know what you can get excited about. Trump predicted this, by the way. Jobs and factories will come roaring back, he said. It's happening, folks. Chinese manufacturing is collapsing. American manufacturing is booming. Safe Source Direct, another company, they produce medical products, has just expanded from 2 to 8 production lines. Folks, that's a 4-fold increase, each making 20,000 rubber gloves per hour. Remember when we had to get all of our PPE from China? Do you guys remember this? Yes, please smash that like, folks. Get this news out, because the mainstream media is lying to you right now, okay? More U.S. production equals stronger competition and lower prices. So don't think that this is going to be just high prices because we can't get our cheap Chinese crap anymore, okay? Like from Amazon and Walmart. Walmart, I did a report on that a little bit ago. They are going right now, reaching out to American manufacturers, American small businesses, and working to bring in more American manufactured goods and actually helping to market them, understanding how big of a play these tariffs are going to cause, okay? The bottom line, China is an export-driven economy, folks. It's completely export-driven. America is the world's largest buyer. It's not even close. They need us, folks, a lot more than we need them. Now, I'm going to go to this second. This is actually from the rodmartinreport.org. Okay, so if you want to, this is his Substack account, and you can go right there and, and this is called Trump's Tariffs Will Isolate China, Not the Other Way Around, expert says. So this is when he was featured on Fox Business. And again, this is that guy, folks. If you're not following Rod Martin on X or getting the Rod Martin Report, you've got to, because he does such a great job of breaking this down. He's the head of Martin Capital, okay? And you can go check that out, okay? But Donald Trump is from his article here. Donald Trump is in the process of not just decoupling with the U.S. economy from China, not just decoupling the U.S. economy from China, but isolating it and drying up the funding for its war machine. Now, if you remember, China has consistently threatened to, utilize all forms of weaponry against the U.S. They need to take us down. And then we've got people like Michael Bloomberg saying, oh, but President Xi's just a good guy trying to take care of his people. Oh, he's just a good leader. Anyways, Trump has made it clear that he has no problem with zero tariffs, such as those proposed by Argentina's Javier Milei. He has a huge problem with lopsided deals that prevent American business from competing fairly in countries that have free access to the largest consumer market in the world. And guess what market that is, folks? That's us. That's the USA. So if we're going to run this, I mean, this is what drives me nuts is in the mainstream media right now. And then Canada. Let's just take Canada as a prime example. First, it was Justin Trudeau, then Pierre Poilievre, whatever his name is. I get corrected on the pronunciation. I don't really care. He was a schmuck, okay? He wasn't a conservative. And then he came out against Trump and he tries to play both sides of the fence. He's just one of these liberal lights, okay? So they got Mark Carney, who's probably even worse than Trudeau. But did you see Trump take him down in the Oval Office? Because we don't need Canada. Canada needs us. Canada needs us for their military protection. Canada needs us because they run this huge trade surplus with us and so on. Where they're shipping us, I think we're taking $200 million worth of Canada's goods. Okay. So, and again, I like trade. I think it's great, folks. There's coffee, there's other products that are made throughout the world that I want to get here in the USA. I think, do most of you want free trade? Let me just ask that question. But I'm talking like real free trade, not the free trade that the media is telling us is free trade when it's not free trade at all because they're tariffing the snot out of us and we can't even have reciprocal tariffs. What are these people thinking? Eric 2506, good to see you on the stream. Cajun Queen, good to see you. So I want free trade. I want to be able to buy, like there's spices from India. We don't make them here. Okay? Whatever. I like that stuff. So here's the thing. Trump's made it and the mainstream media is constantly telling us, oh, Trump's tariffing these other countries. It's going to be so bad for us. Why would he do something like that to Canada, who loves us? They love us, people. They love us. It's Canada. Why would we ever start a trade war with Canada? That's what the media is telling us. My daughter's laughing at me. I love you, Abby. Anyways, she's like thinking I'm so funny right now. Everybody say hi to Abby. It's in the chat. Say hi to Abby. Abby, do you want to say hi to everybody? No, she doesn't. Anyways, folks, but they tell us this stuff. But then the reality is, Trump, all he was asking for them was to take on the fentanyl trade, to secure their border, to do simple things, to reduce. Thank you for the comment on the headliner. I just saw that. Yes, True Timber Strata. We did this ourselves. This will be my daughter Abby actually helped me out quite a bit with this. Yes, everybody's saying hi, Abby. Just so you know. Anyways, but no, I get. It's so crazy to me that we act like Canada was such a great trading partner when they sucked. They sucked. Okay, so if we're going to have free trade, let's have free trade, okay? So his goal is not the tariffs themselves, folks, but the fear of them leading to better deals and real, not fake fair trade. This is Reagan's zero option all over again. Reagan deployed a large number of new nuclear weapons to Europe to counter the Soviets' similar deployment, while proposing that all such weapons be banned. Everyone laughed until in 1987, he achieved exactly that. I got a super chat here. Love you and support you, Neil. Thank you, Tilly. Got to hit the heart on that. I love super chats. Those are great. Thank you. But speaking of Reagan, the 20th century's greatest president also used Marcus power, specifically a huge arms race coupled with collapsing the price of energy from which Russia derived the cash it needed to compete to bankrupt the Soviet Union. So Trump, the thing he's done is open up American energy production, okay? He's reinvesting in the military, forcing Russia to make those investments and China as well, and he is winning. This is what people don't seem to understand in the mainstream. I don't think they want to understand. Folks, if you didn't see the video I did on Norah O'Donnell, how many of you saw the video I did on Norah O'Donnell? Because it is the greatest story by far of the week was the Norah O'Donnell story. If you don't know, her husband has a restaurant, an upscale restaurant in Washington, D.C., and it's getting an ICE audit, an I-9 audit from ICE. And if they can't produce their I-9 forms and everything, because Tom Homan always said workplace raids were coming, because that's how you get illegal immigrants out of the country, is to workplace raids. Well, folks, here's the deal. He's getting an I-9 audit. They're not doing an I-9 audit because he most likely doesn't have illegals working at his restaurant. Okay? I mean, this is so great, folks. So we're gonna shore up America. I gotta end this stream because I gotta get my daughter to an appointment. But here's the thing, real quickly. We are winning on the trade war. We're bringing jobs back home. And not only that, we're kicking the illegals out so the jobs can go to American citizens, because that's how you make America great again. That's what American first policies are. They're when you actually like the citizens of your country and you provide them with due process rights, because the liberals weren't concerned at all about the people who are in pretrial detention for J6, right? You guys all understand it. And if you want to support American made, right here in Minnesota, Mike Lindell is making products. And folks, not all, but like the sheets, there's no weavers left here in the USA, but that's going to change due to these tariff policies. So we're going to get that back. But right now you can get, still, this is the last day. This is the last day for the $25 sheets, any size, any color. You have to use the Lumberjack page. You can't put in the promo code. You have to go to mypillow.com/lumberjack or call the 800 number at 1-800. What is the 800 number, folks? 285? No, it's not that. 568-2865. 1-800-568-2865. Or and go get yourself some sheets. Get them for Christmas. Stock up early, whatever. But if you want the best sheets, folks, Giza Dream Sheets. They'll change your life. Anyways, I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight, and we'll see you on the next episode.